What's up, guys? No, you are not hallucinating. It's your girl, Bensi, and I am back. Secret Life is back. I know I said that so many times before, but hear me out. So hello. If you are coming from Destiny and Diaz's video, hello. Welcome to Secret Life of a Cam Girl. We talk about a lot of different things on here, but mainly cam stuff, and if you want to hear more, I would be very elated to have you part of the Secret Life family, so please subscribe. Vocabulary. Anyway, I'm gonna put a little timestamp somewhere up here if you guys just want to skip my context and my story, just get to the nitty-gritty of the video. But I want to speak about why this particular video I'm making right now is so important to me and so important to this channel. So if you're interested to hear that, please keep listening. Whew, so those of you who are longtime subscribers have noticed that I have not been posting videos lately, and barely ever, and very sporadically, very uneven. And you would also notice that this has been happening for about a year now. So about a year ago, I made a video, you guys probably remember, about how our content, our cam shows were being recorded, were being stolen, and there really wasn't much that you could do about it as a creator. It got really intense. There was a lot of people talking about it. A lot of people that felt the same way I felt when it came down to it. It was just, why don't we have the right to take this stuff off? Why is it so hard to get this stuff removed? I even made a Discord where we were talking about it. We talked about maybe getting lawyers, and it became a lot. But when it boiled down to it, there really still wasn't much that we could do without having a lot of money and a lot of backing. And we kind of hit a wall. Because we hit that wall, I felt like I failed you guys. As a creator, as a friend, as a fellow colleague, I felt like I failed you guys. I felt like I brought up a really serious situation and didn't give you guys an answer as far as what to do. And it was really, really messing with me for a long time. And I tried making videos here and there, but it just always felt very weird to post a video that wasn't related to that very serious topic. And I was get comments, if you look at the past year, some of the comments, there are people like, hey, are you going to update us on the Cam Show Hub situation? I was getting messages, and I really didn't have an answer. And it took until just recently that I finally, I don't know if I manifested this, I'm so happy and excited to talk about what I'm about to talk about in this video, because I was hit up by XBiz, who hooked me up with one of the owners of ManyVids, Gino, and Gino has been working on a website and a platform and a system that isn't only able to find all of this stolen content with all of your different names. So you can type in, for instance, I can type in Noah Bensi, Noah Grace Bensi, Baby Bunny Bensi, and it will find all of anything using my name, whether it be a Instagram profile or a video recorded, even professional content. I found my Twisty stuff on there. It will find it all, compile it all, and you are able to file these DMCAs, and then this site does all that nitty-gritty work that we really couldn't do for us. And then on top of that, if the site is not compliant, similar to how Cam Show Hub was, they are compiling a list, and they're going to also help us fight. And I just think that is so amazing. I'm amazed. I'm so amazed. So in this video, we are going to be talking about how to use BrandItScan as a website. I do suggest that if you are watching this video and you haven't already watched Destiny's video, please watch it. Pause this video, click the link below, watch her video first. She goes into more of the importance of it and some of the features, including the Guardian Angel program, which I briefly touch on in this video, but she goes into more depth. So please watch her video first. I'm kind of like the part 2 to her part 1. But in this video, we're going to be talking about how to work the website. I also got an awesome interview with Gino. So Gino is going to introduce himself in a second, and we're going to talk about it. I'm going to put up our little Zoom interview call meeting thing. But yes, this video is all about Brandit Scan. I am officially an ambassador for them. I am so proud. I feel like I'm wearing that as a badge of honor. I am so excited to see the future of this site and also what this site can do for you and finally be able to give you the answers that you guys deserve and have waited so long for. So please continue watching all the way to the end if you can make it. If you are already enticed and you don't want to watch it and you're just like, I'm sold, I want this, I don't even care, I don't need to know how to use it, I'll figure it out. Click the link below. I will not be offended. But yeah, without further ado, let me introduce you to Gino.
Well, hello. So I wanted to just explain a little bit what Brandit Scan is. So thank you for doing this. I think it's
yes, thanks for being here.
Oh, no problem. It's my pleasure. So basically, Brandit Scan was started a little bit over a month ago, and the reason why is, I mean, I co-founded ManyVid 7 years ago, and have a lot of experience with dealing with stolen content and dealing with models having issues with their stuff being posted everywhere. Rewind a little bit further is a while back, my wife had this issue where a lot of her content was stolen. She was doxxed and her email was hacked into. So I ended up helping her with this. And this really hits home for me. So it's always been an issue that I kept close to me, especially even starting ManyVids. I would always involve myself directly. So after a few years, I noticed there was a big need for this, especially with all our platforms that leak content and things like that, or get hacked, and et cetera, et cetera. So my main issue was, okay, well, there needs to be something out there that helps them scan for their stuff. And not just the content on that platform, like their brand. So monitor everywhere, because their models now are cross-platform. So they'll have multiple sites where they put their content. So it's hard to just go to one platform and say, hey, take down my stuff, or same thing, hey, I'm being doxxed on Twitter. It kind of goes outside the boundaries of the kind of the power of the website itself. So this is where I came up with Brandit Scan, where a very easy tool that gives you guys, content creators, the ability to track everything, right? Because one of the biggest things is searching for your content. You can imagine how long it takes to start typing stuff, typing in Google, typing on websites. You got to know the websites, and basically this way we scan your stuff. We scan it daily. You get a dashboard. You can view everything, so you get kind of this 360-degree visibility on your content and where it's being used illegally. And you also get the power to click and choose where you want to send your DMCAs. So I think that's important to kind of give you control. In the past, it was really giving kind of your brand to another company for 10 times the price, sometimes 5 times the price, and saying, hey, just take down my stuff. And then things are happening in the background and everything, but you don't really know what's going on. And you get reports, okay, we took down some stuff. But I think you guys are used to managing your videos, managing your prices, managing everything. So at this point, it gives you control, also managing your DMCA takedowns and the discipline, and kind of getting a good idea of what's happening with your brand out there. So this is pretty much why Brandit Scan was created. It was really to give a tool for you guys, and you guys to make it easy, simple as possible.
Yeah, so now we don't necessarily have to go through the whole contacting the site directly, giving them personal information like our names or pictures of our IDs or the weird things that they ask for. Exactly. I know a big thing that at least the people on my channel were very concerned about was when we had the whole thing with a site called, I think it was called Cam Show Hub. I don't think they exist anymore, or they moved or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter. But he was pretty much the person running the site. I assume it was a guy. I mean, I don't know, but I assume. It'd be really weird if it was a girl, but I guess it could be. So I'll say they. They were pretty much blackmailing not only the people that they had these recordings of, but also the sites. And they were trying to get MFC and all the different sites that they ripped from to comply with some type of software. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing. And I love the fact that not only does Brandit now like find all of that and go through it, but then like all of that BS like can just completely be like avoided. And then if you were saying too, that if for some reason they don't comply, what do you do? I'll let you talk about that.
Yes,
So if a
exactly.
site doesn't comply, what happens?
So right now, a lot of people are doing their own thing, right? They're saying DMCA is on their own accord. Like you said, sharing private information, which could be very dangerous since these sites are pirates since the beginning. So to send me your IDs and your name, I mean, it's just a bad idea. So we do that on
Yeah.
your behalf. But as you know, as months go by, we gather more data from all the content creators. Of course, there's going to be sites that don't comply, right? I mean, it is what it is. Some DMCAs can't reach to some countries, and they're hosted in Bahamas and Russia and all that. So our plan is to start gathering a lot of that data together and start attacking further. So going after the bigger fish with a lot of data, representing a lot of content creators, and do it in one shot. Right now, that's not really being done. I think that there's a lot of companies out there that just do DMCAs. If they can't do it, well, they can't do it. But
Yeah,
there's
that was
always,
the one thing that stuck out to me that separated BrandIt from like
yeah,
any other site that's trying to do a similar thing. Like just the fact that you guys are trying to implement some type of system to do something with companies or pirates, not
exactly,
companies, they're pirates that are
exactly,
doing
exactly.
that to us. And I think that's amazing.
Yeah, exactly. And then a lot of them are hiding behind Cloudflares and stuff like that. So it's hard to even find their emails to send them DMCAs. So you have to registrar, but the registrar will never comply until, they'll just say send it to the host, but the host is protected because Cloudflare is kind of like this firewall to protect their identity. But the harder we can hit, the harder we can get. Oh, we can easily get those hosts, like those emails, those names, and that way we can attack their host company. Then the hosting can take down the site. So there's ways to do it. It's just that there are costly ways. And if you start doing it just individually, it doesn't really work. But if you do it collectively, well, you have more power to do that. And that's the goal.
Exactly.
That's really the long-term goal, is to gather as much data as possible on all these ones that don't comply and to start attacking them one by one.
So we can get our power back. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous that like there's just so many aspects to this industry where we already are starting to feel powerless in certain situations with like Fossa Sesta and like all the other stuff, So it's like to have at least control and power over your brand, your name.
oh, yeah, for
Like
sure.
I never I never want to make it like you're sacrificing for this industry, but like you kind of are. Like if you think about it, like porn, the adult industry, you're putting yourself out there, you're indisposed to an extent. Even if you're non-nude, you're still doing like sexually explicit things, like, you know what I mean? And it's all out there, and once you do it, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's not much you can do after that. Like, you know what I mean? It's not like right now, after 7 years of being in porn, I can be like, I want to be a preschool teacher. Like, that would be so incredibly hard for me. So you're
exactly.
already putting that all out there. And then to have these different sites and pirates and people like rip things and steal things and take your money. And then on top of the government that treats us like crap, even though we pay taxes and everything, it's like I keep saying it, but it's like such an amazing, like in a way, like a miracle that you guys like popped up, because I think we all really, really needed you, especially now during these days and with everything that's going
Yeah,
on.
thank you. I mean, obviously, I've seen the opportunity through running many bids. You get to see how much content, how much people are reaching out and say, hey, we need help, we need help, we need help. And it gets overwhelming when you run a site where, you have to make sure the live's going, the videos are going, the uploads. I mean, DMCA is only one portion of the whole platform, but this way, that's why I started this, is to really focus it at 100%, right? And to not just do that, but also to educate content creators on their online privacy, and to make sure they're secure and what are they doing wrong, so that they don't have, they don't get doxxed, they don't have their passwords leaked, they don't get hacked, this and that. Like right now we're working on a feature which will be it's a breach monitoring. So the email that you use, or emails that you use in the past, we're going to hook it up directly and start giving you monitoring for breaches. So if any site gets hacked and there's a leak of the database, we'll alert you to say, hey, this email got compromised
That's
on this
awesome.
site. And you'll be able to, like, oh my God, because you're never going to know. A lot of these places don't even tell their users that they get breached maybe a year or two later. So I mean, I'm not going to name names, but there's a campsite just in December that got breached, and 2 million users had all their personal information leaked, and this was never announced by them, never. Thankfully, one person announced it as a blog article, but even then, it never got announced, by the mainstream media
By the
of adults.
masses.
So this is big. I mean, just to have your names and your emails and your passwords, which by the way were never encrypted. So these passwords were put in plain text in the database. So many people use the same passwords for different sites. It is what it is,
Yeah,
right?
so they
So
got
now that
all their
means
stuff breached.
exactly. So now if you go on the dark web, you get to see that this guy is selling 1,500 block user data for $1,500. So he's making money on this and he's selling off this data. And then who knows? The other sites will be breached as well because now this guy has the username, the email, and password, which will probably be used on any other clip site, and these users are going to get hacked. And it's not, and they're going to say, "Hey, my account got hacked." But no, it's not our fault. It's that website that got leaked. They just entered your username and password correctly and it got right in. So a breach management feature is something that we're working on now, and we want to implement that in the next couple of weeks. So we want to do that. We want not just your content, but really everything related to your brand, right? And I think a lot of content creators flooded the market last year. I mean, with the whole OnlyFans craziness.
Yeah, the boom.
Yeah, boom, let's call it, right? I mean, there's so many people that have never been online before, and now they're putting content online, but they have no clue how to secure it, how to protect it, how to take it down, all this stuff, right? It's only going to trickle in this year and the next few years, and oh my God, what do I do? So I think it's really important to come out with a good product to protect their privacy and their content.
I think that's really important too, just to emphasize, even though we said it a couple of times, but the fact that it's your brand, it's your name. So it's like not only your shows getting ripped, but your videos that are getting copied. And then also the professional content, like what we were saying. I was very surprised to see that like my like twisties and Girls Gone Wild and stuff were on there as well. And I had the ability to take that down because I didn't think that I had that power at all. Like, you know what I mean? I thought that was up to like Penthouse, you know what I mean? Not necessarily like me. And so to be able to now have that control as well is like really, really awesome. And then, yeah, like what you were saying, how we have everyone now on like OnlyFans and like that are just starting out and they have no idea like exactly the impact. Like I said, like you are very indisposed and like this is a very, it's scary to become an adult entertainer.
It really is, and I think a lot of the content creators don't have someone in their corner to help them with this type of thing or advise them of this stuff, right? I mean, I've seen a couple of content creators that, okay, their boyfriend is in tech and he helps them out, does the DMCA's and all that, and helps them with their accounts, but not everybody has that. So, and then it's you want them to be proactive than reactive, right? When it's reactive, it's almost too late. Someone already has your name. Someone already starting to post it on forums and blackmailing you for content.
Has that or has the time. Like, you know what I mean?
Has the
like,
time. Exactly.
Yeah, like I don't have time to sit online all day and like figure out all the sites that are pirating my name. Like, no, I don't have the time for that. Like, and you compile it all in one place and it's just so like useful, like so helpful.
Exactly. And I think affordability is also another key point because, at the price point for a lot of, a couple of other companies that were dealing with the adult was pretty high. And I feel like for the, the average model with their income, it hurts a little bit to pay that much for a content creation service. And let's say there's not much out there, well, to maintain it, because the thing is that even though you might scan and take stuff down this month, well, now you might be, okay, I got it under control, but you put content out every week, So you need to keep it active, even if you don't have anything right now pending, so that, okay, I uploaded something today, well, it's probably going to start going on pirate sites in a few days now, right? If not the next day. So that's why it's good to always have it in the background, always running and keeps you updated so that, oh, you get an alert saying you just got 50 new infringement that just got found. Well, you need to make sure the service is affordable enough to keep it running like that in the background, right? So, some are like $250 a month. It's crazy. $250 US a month goes a long way.
That's why I never signed up for any of them. Like I had friends and stuff that when I posted the original, like the rip video or whatever, they were just like, yeah, like join here or join there. And then every time you look at it, it's so expensive. And then it's just like, first of all, one, like I don't want to have to afford like $250 a month for that. That's insanity to me. And then on top of that, like we were just saying, you have all these new girls, like they're not, that's a huge dig in their pocket. It's a huge dig in anyone's pocket, let alone someone that's just starting out having to pay that much a month. Like insane.
No, I agree. Yeah. I agree 100%. And that's also why we want to do a little bit more than just DMCA. So let's say, an average model, and just starting, have a few content that, that got leaked or whatever, but at least she feels comfortable. She's getting more out of that. So the membership will not only involve taking down your content, but there's going to be a community, a forum created where you can exchange a lot of ideas, how to make more money, how to stay protected, and also advise them on again, like their privacy, what to do, what not to do. Another tool we're putting in is SEO. So we want to implement some SEO tools that will help them, get more notice. So you might not have that many hits, but at least you can use our software to improve yourself on Google, or what to do, and add some more links and create a blog article and this and that. So we're trying to make a complete package for the price. And that way, in slower months where you have less infringement, well, at least you see a lot of benefit in having your service, right?
And then Destiny mentioned this. I can't speak today. In her video. But also now you also have the Guardian Angel program where you can have your supporters that do care about your content and do want to pay and care about your livelihood, be able to pretty much, I don't know the word is sponsor, buy, get it for you. So you can just take away that price as well. I don't know many sites that do that either. Most of the time you have to.
Yeah, no, exactly. I think Guardian Angel features, we were really excited when we launched that a few weeks ago. I think that a lot of content creators have dedicated fans that want to help them out. They don't know how. Well, this would be one good to protect their content for and foremost, right? I mean, that will help them be able to be more successful. So I think we've seen a lot of people have memberships purchased by them for that, even yearly memberships. So the fan comes in, so I'll protect you for 1 year, and they get their subscription done for the year, right? And soon the forum will be open to Guardian Angels. So we want to have something where, well, what will they get out of it? Okay, they'll protect the model, the content creator, but is there anything else we could do? And we want to do some kind of a Guardian Angel leaderboard. So the more models they protect, the more they get recognition. They'll get special badges in the forum. They'll be able to go around and see who needs protection. They'll be able to gift it to people. So we want to involve the members more. So that way it'll feel like if they feel like protecting more than one content creator, well, go ahead. You can do that, and you'll get perks for that, and you'll get a leaderboard, and you'll get recognition. So that's something
that's what's crazy. There's a lot of people out there that, yes, there are a lot of men and women that are purposely seeking out this pirated free stuff, with malicious intent, I guess you would say, right? But I would be surprised. I'm surprised every time I talk to somebody about what free adult content, what free porn actually is, and they're just so oblivious to the fact that it's stolen, that you're literally taking, they'll be oh, this person's my favorite porn star and I watch them all, and I'm you're literally taking money and just you're giving it to these weirdo people, or the guys that will sell Dropbox folders or whatever, and be and then they'll be receiving. Why would you want to give some weird crusty dusty guy your money when you can be giving them to the actual person you like? You know what I mean? Exactly. So it's crazy how many people don't realize what it all is and what they're doing. And I feel like the Guardian Angel program gives them accountability for that. It makes it apparent oh wow, wait, I'm a supporter of so and so. I didn't realize this was a thing, because there's just people are just stupid. It's just the best way to put it.
I know, and sometimes they don't even understand. Sometimes they share it just for free. When we're scanning, we see porn sites and users are just sharing it just to share it. It's not even they're getting anything out of it.
They think they're helping each other out, and it's just
exactly.
You guys even realize what you're doing? They don't.
And look, really don't. I mean, we gotta face it. I mean, piracy is always going to be there. It happens in the movie industry, happens in the music industry. It's something that's always going to be there. But the thing with adult is that it's the most pirated content out there, more than movies and more than music. That's how crazy it is. So it's just, but also it's the least protected one. It's the one that has the least rights. So that's also why it's being shared a lot. So the more we put emphasis on piracy in the adult, the more we'll be able to have control over it. Right now, there is no control, and the laws really don't apply too much to it, and they're very lenient towards it. And they say, oh, it's adult, well, whatever, right? But it needs to be taken more seriously. So by putting more in the light, making more mainstream, putting some, great campaigns, great branding to our brand, because I don't know if you know before Brandit Scan, but there's no company that does DMC that has a good brand. What's out there, right? So we came in, we had a strong brand, strong logo, strong campaign graphics to make it look great, look fun, and that way people will want to share the campaigns and want to put our icons and our Instagram swipe ups and everything, because that will make our brand get out there more, and that means that people will notice that, okay, this is a problem that's out there, right? So I think that was one of our main things, to make it more fun to talk about, because at the end of the day, DMCAing and all that stuff is not that fun, right?
Exactly. Making it cute and fun and just reliable and accessible and modern.
Exactly.
Really awesome. I really, really like what you guys are doing. All right, so next we're going to talk about how to kind of navigate the site and how to use it and all of that, because I know we're going to have lots of questions. Hello. All right, I'm going to take you on a tour of the site and show you all of its features and talk a little bit about it. For a company creator joining for the first time, you start by clicking the link down below, or by just going to BrandItScan.com and entering your stage name. You'll verify your identity by sending your social media networks or by emailing them a picture of you holding up your name on a sign with the date, all of that. Once verified, your first scan starts. Or if you're interested, you can try it for 7 days, where you'll get 1 free scan and you can file your DMCAs. You'll be able to see all of the infringements, money lost. You can get a real feel for the site, talk in the forum, ask any questions you may have. You also can share your link at this point and see if you can find a fan, aka a guardian angel, to help pay for your membership fees, which are $45 a month or $450 for the year. Once you upgrade, you'll be able to access your full feature software dashboard. No limit on the amount of infringements you report each month, and you get updated every day on any pirated content that the software finds. Also, the price is the price. You don't have to upgrade to do more or to have more access. Once you're a member paying the regular monthly, or if you paid for the year, you have full control over everything that BrandIt has to offer. So when you get to your dashboard, you will see your BrandIts, aka your brand bandits. All and any content that is posted or stolen by a third party or so on, you will be able to see there. So your first job is to go through your content that was found and make sure that there aren't any false positives. For example, I randomly found a YouTube video of mine on there. Once you remove any false positives, you are left with just your stolen content, and there you can mark and send out all of the DMCAs that you need to do. You do this by filling out the information that's needed in the box below. It explains everything very thoroughly. You will post all of the original places where your videos are found. Then this information is saved in a system. Once you fill this out, unless you need to add or update any info, you can send these DMCAs out in one click for the future. So you don't have to fill out the box every single time. Then every 7 days, you get updated on the status of your stolen content until it's taken down or reported for further action. And then therefore is marked unresponsive. This is when they take that extra back end of now going further with it and fighting the company itself or pirate itself. Regardless, as long as you report it, then it will be delisted from any search engines, including Google, which means if I look up your name on Google, I will not be able to find the pirated site where that content is posted. They will also have a team and system in place that will scan social media as well for fake accounts. You can also get those taken down and reported. So no more weirdos telling people that they are you and then stealing from your fans. That has literally happened to me. I can't tell you how many fans have told me they've been catfished. It is awful. My goodness. So that was briefly kind of all that the site has. Again, if you have any questions, just let me know. And back to the interview with Gino.
That's not you, is it?
Yeah,
So
you can watermark all you want. That doesn't do anything.
No,
Like it
no.
really
People
doesn't.
just copy
People
that.
are always like watermark, and it's like, yeah, Maybe like in the sense of like having your website on your picture so people know where to find you, but like it doesn't prevent people from stealing your stuff. Like I've had so many accounts post watermarked pictures of me and like no one even thinks anything of it. Like,
listen, if you put a watermark on a video and that video ends up on CamHub, forget it. It doesn't matter. The camera's going to put that video, no matter whether it's watermarked or not, fingerprinted or not. They don't care.
Exactly.
Right? So, at the end of the day, the watermark helps you in a way if you need to go to court and you need to attack a website that's in the US or you're fighting your trademark, then yes, I think a watermark makes sense. But for these pirate sites, for these torrent sites that zip your videos and then share it everywhere, like in all these cyber lockers, which are hosting sites, file sharing sites, like that watermark's not going to do anything.
Yeah,
the watermark helps only so far, right? Exactly. It'll help you comply with websites that already do comply. So whether there's a watermark or not, they'll still comply. So at that point, it's the watermark. I mean, 50-50. I still think it's good to just have it there because it'll at least direct traffic to your brand. Let's say, for example, you're on a website, it's pirated. They don't even put your name anywhere.
It's good to have. It just doesn't prevent someone stealing your stuff.
Exactly.
I mean, I can't tell you how many times, like I said, after I post that video originally, like how many people were like commenting on it on Twitter and on actual YouTube that were just like, just watermark your stuff. Like, that's not, what is that going to do?
Exactly. It's like, oh, it's not like the pirate's going to say, oh, there's a watermark, I'm not going to upload it. I mean,
oh, she wrote her name on it.
Exactly. They really could care less. And another thing with fingerprinting is right now you see a big shift with tube sites, not naming anybody, but now they're going verified only, right? So little by little, the tube sites are going to comply to verified only. So fingerprinting won't be as big. What fingerprinting does, and maybe there's something that people don't understand, is that you need two people to comply. So you need both. So the website that you're uploading to get fingerprinted, they'll fingerprint your content. Great. But now you need the other side that's going to be uploading content to ping the API of fingerprint to verify, hey, wait, I can upload this because there's a fingerprint. So that's why you need both sides to comply. Now, pirate sites, torrent sites, they don't care about fingerprinting. They don't check, a database of the platform. Say, hey, is this user allowed to upload this video? No?
They're
okay.
Pirates. It's all about that instant gratification. Like they don't give a crap what you write on it or where they got it from.
So what you'll see little by little is fingerprinting is going to die off because a lot of the main tube sites that comply for fingerprinting are just going to go verified only. So if they all go verified only, well, there's no longer going to be illegal content on the main tube site that comply for fingerprinting. Therefore, fingerprinting is going to be useless, and that's where it's going to go. So, anyways, that's kind of my I want to explain that because I think a lot of people say, well, fingerprints is the future. It's like, yeah, well, not really. There's no magical search engine for fingerprinting. You can't just go into fingerprinting.com and type your video fingerprint and it'll find everywhere it's at. It doesn't work like that, right? You need the party that's infringing to participate in your program.
No, I agree. And I'm so glad that BrandIt exists. And I'm so glad that I'm able to introduce this to you guys. And hopefully you see the importance of protecting your brand and your content and your name. It's so important. And sign up and give it a try. I really think it's worth it. Like you said, you can try it for 7 days. I'm excited. I'm excited for the future. I really am.
We're really, really excited, and it's been going really fast. And we're so excited to show all these new features. We have so many ideas, and we're just trying to pace ourselves. And
I was feeling very helpless and defeated by all of this, so it's good. This is so good.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for having me on this.
Yes, and thank you for joining me and doing this.
Problem.
I'm so excited.
Awesome. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end. I hope you are as excited as I am to get started with this site. My mind is still so blown. Like I said, I feel like I manifested this. I've prayed for this. I've talked to so many people. There was a lot that I was doing on my end for a long time trying to get an answer. And we finally have an answer. I'm so happy. Okay, I'm not getting emotional, but I'm really happy. I'm also really excited for all of the videos that I have in store for you this year. I want to definitely try to at least post weekly. That's the promise I can make right now, but I want to get out as much content as I can. I have a whole binder full of ideas. And on that note, if you have any ideas or have any topics that you want me to talk about, please comment below. Feel free. This is an open channel. This is a collaborative channel. If you want to come on Secret Life and talk about something, if you want me to interview other people and reach out to them, hit me up. Let me know. I would love to do so. This is our channel. This is not mine. This is our channel. You know what I mean? So I love you guys so, so, so much. And yeah, leave a like if you haven't already, and I will see you soon. Bye.